Is that right? Watch that lap, baby. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Let's box. Let's box. Nice. Beautiful. B3 Picks TV, we back again. And with my brother Dank, we gonna get it right this time. You hear me, Dank? I hear you.
Yo, what's goody?
You coming through, sparking the J. You roll J's or you smoke blunts?
Spliffs. Smoke
Spl-
spliffs.
So spliffs, so just spliffs is when you wrap your blunt in paper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yup.
just checking. Mm-hmm.
The Jamaican way. Shout out my Jamaicans.
Mm-hmm.
Bo, bo.
Yeah.
All right, what you
Hey,
twisting up, man? I'm smoking a little smoking some candy runs right now.
bro, you already know I couldn't tell you. I could show you. I could show you better than I could say. I only got a little bit of it left though.
Shout
But
out to
just
California Izzy. Shout out to T Hill.
we don't have no dispensaries in Virginia.
Okay.
So right now, shoot, they just be really people just really be selling bud out of smoke shops.
The black market never dies.
Right. But they trying to take it over, but a lot of people just go to drive across the Maryland and get smoked.
Mm.
They got the legal dispensaries.
Okay.
What state you in? It look like you was in Florida, then. Where you at?
I'm in Texas.
Oh, nice.
Houston.
Okay. Oh shit.
Shout out to H Town. A Leaf.
Damn.
By the way, in Brooklyn, East New York. You already know.
Shout out, man. We definitely in this bitch. You already know. Late night on B3 Picks TV.
And,
Got my brother
and
Dank
it
with me.
seems you knew the right background to throw on this live, my brother. I
Oh,
appreciate you, my man. I
hey, you already
appreciate
know.
you.
You already know. I know the vibes. Imagine Alicia throwing that head back like that. Like, oh my
Come on, man.
god,
Hey, yo,
it's crazy.
I saw her in real life and froze
Hey.
up, my G. I ain't even gonna lie.
Ah, it's gonna happen. But see, she don't have
Froze
that
up, my
demeanor.
nigga.
She don't have that demeanor where you can just pull up on her either.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
if you pull up on her, she gonna have some sass for your ass. Like,
Nah, it wasn't even really a freeze up neither, man. Cause I seen her. It was kind of a little hostile situation. Um, in the mall. If anyone that don't know, check out prestigecollection.com for all the hottest drip. We got a store down here in the Galleria, Houston Mall. Um, and I had a little situation in the mall with a ex associate, so I was kind of on the heated side. But I saw
mhm,
her walking. I was like, "Yo, is that the pound for pound, undisputed, undefeated queen?" She was like,
mhm.
sure is. But I was kind of just in my mode and shit. I was supposed to reel her in, you know what I'm saying? Bring her back to the back of the warehouse, give her some free merch, let's do some promo. But,
Yeah,
the Devils, man, they got the best of me. I wasn't thinking properly, but I will get the opportunity again.
yeah, man. Inshallah, you already know.
Nah, that's a fact.
Cause
I'm
what?
gonna send you the store page on the gram too, bro.
Definitely.
Facts.
Yeah, send it to me, family. But yeah, Alicia really top notch. Let me ask you this: what you expecting from Alicia next week?
Now there's two perspectives. Now we all know this is the only boxer and fighter I cap for is Alicia Baumgartner. So let's give you the cap perspective and let's give you the truth. I'm gonna start with the cap. This is gonna be a flawless performance, 12-0, possibly a knockout by the seventh round. Um, Alicia is gonna be flawless. The jab is gonna be on point. Um, the punch placement is going to be there. The power is going to be there. The timing is going to be there. The skills will be on full display. The footwork will be on full display. The beauty will be on full display. Who are we fighting again? Layla Bodon? She's getting stopped in 7 rounds. Uh,
Stop
uh,
it.
all right, now let's tell the truth. Now we all know Alicia has gas tank issues. Now if she doesn't get this girl out of there early, um, there might be some problems. And like I said, we've seen the gas tank issues um, in previous fights. She slows down as the fight's going on, and then now we're fighting 12 rounds, 3 minutes. We're fighting by men rules, so now that's even more dangerous um, when it comes to that narrative where she gasses out and she loses steam as the fight goes on. But I've also heard her say that in the midst of the 2 minute round, if she had an extra minute in the round, she could possibly get her opponent out of there because sometimes she hurts her opponents at the end of the 2 minutes. So it's going to be very interesting to see how she adapts to the 3 minute rounds. Um, the longer fight goes on,
Yeah, Angie B, it's gonna be 12 threes
yeah,
on
the
Friday.
longer the fight goes on, we're gonna see. Now now I have to be fair. I got to do a little bit more research on Layla Bodon. Um, but off paper, listen, Alicia is skilled. There's not a punch she can't throw. Um, and look good doing it. And she should be winning this fight. I'm gonna go with the stoppage. I'm saying 7 to 8 rounds stoppage. That's on the capping perspective, and that's on the truth.
So you picking her to stop Leela?
I'm picking her to stop.
Mm.
I think
I
the
like
extra
that.
minute is gonna be in the play. Um, is gonna play a big factor for her, and I think she's gonna get the job done. 7 to 8 rounds, and still,
And still,
and I'm
okay.
expecting Bumgarner Dubois by the summer for the
Now this is her
135 WBC title.
mandatory, right?
Say that again.
This is Alicia's mandatory, right?
I'm expecting Alicia to move to 135 after this fight. Caroline Dubois has recently signed
My
on.
my audio might go out for a second then.
Oh, all right, yeah. Caroline Dubois has recently signed the MVP Promotions, and I think they've been building that fight.
Dang, my
The
audio
lady,
about to go out real quick.
nah, you Gucci, bro. I got you covered. The lady's been bickering back and forth since I believe last year, and I think that's a super fight that Jake Paul can absolutely make under the MVP umbrella. Excuse me, Caroline Dubois and Alicia Bumgarner, and that'll be a great matchup. Yes, Angie baby, her gas tank is definitely on Tesla. That's a fact. Yeah, Alicia had the nerve to say she won 3 minutes. Word, that's a fact as well. Now this would be a second fight with Derek James, so this would be interesting to see how she comes out and how she adapt to Derek James' instruction and how she implements the game plan. Um, it's gonna be a real interesting fight. Like I said, I got to do some more research on Layla. Um, but off paper, I think Alicia should get the job done.
Damn.
Yo, listen, the
Oh,
weigh in.
good.
We on listen. This is the great. This lady. Shout out to Alicia Baumgartner displaying the greatest weigh in we've ever seen in boxing history. Because those little pieces she come out with. Run one of those drops if you can, brother.
Let me. I got you.
Will you shut the fuck? Shut. Did I say no? Oh shit! Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga.
Listen, man. Shout out to Alicia Baumgartner giving us some electric weigh-ins. I'm expecting her to be 10 out of 10 next week in Miami. Flawless.
Yeah, I'm just getting out of the neighborhood. You can hear me, Dan?
Yeah, you Gucci, bro.
You yeah. So, oh shit. Oh my, fuck myself. Oh,
Take your time, brother. Take your time, man.
oh, okay. I thought I didn't have a lighter. I was gonna be.
Crazy, man. So let's get into this Devin Haney thing, man. There's a lot of talk on the YouTube airwaves, Twitter airwaves. I've heard about face boxing on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook much to see how the boxing community on Facebook is, but I know how it is on X and on YouTube. And there's been a lot of talk about Devin Haney and who's his next opponents. We see Triple lined up that topic. So let's just run down all the possible opponents. I mean, well, this
Appreciate you, Vay. Appreciate you, Angie B. I'm
you were
coming through
saying
down
you
there.
go ahead say what you were saying earlier about what about Haney.
Oh yeah. So with Devin, it looks like the 147 landscape is kind of going to try to block him out. I'm not 100% sure he's going to get the fights that he wants to get. Right now, we already got audio of Rolly coming out saying that he doesn't want to fight Devin and the fight doesn't interest him. Conor Ben also said the same thing where he doesn't want to fight Devin. Now we got, of course, we got Ryan Garcia, Mario Barrios. Now Ryan will fight Devin. Or said he wants to fight Devin, but he has to get past Barrios. So a lot of people are believing or saying that Devin is going to have to wait 6 months or so to fight again to get, you know, one of these top guys in the ring or to get their 14 million or whatever on that last fight on his contract. So we just kind of want to review the landscape of 147, kind of map it out, see what's what, and see who's possibly going to be next for the dream.
Yeah,
And
give
of
me like
course,
2 minutes, Triple. My bad.
do your thing. Do your thing. Let me run the drop, real. Let me run the dream drop, and then Dan can be back, and we'll cook. I'm gonna pull up this. I'm gonna pull up the 147, and we'll go from there.
Hype now. Listen, talk that same shit. Talk that same shit. If all y'all was in the comments earlier and had something to say, y'all should have something to say right now.
He's amazing, man. I'm so proud of him.
That put together a great game plan, and my team put together a great game plan to, handicap him and, to you know, not feel his power as much as possible. And I don't want to disrespect him or say anything bad about him because he gave me the opportunity, and I'm able to be world champion and be the man of the division.
B tres leches. What's that supposed to mean, Angie B? Your Spanish roots is showing. What's that? What's that mean? B tres leches. Angie B says she hate looking at Brian after the fight. Felt so bad. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough to see, and that's why I was kind of rooting for B Norman. I was rooting for Norman and Norman Senior. Um, just as a father son duo, I still want to see them do well. I still believe they'll be champion again. They just, all right, Angie B. Um, they just went up against a tough team. They went up against the Dream and Bill, and they had a great game plan. So the outcome was what it was. Let me pull this up, right? Let me pull this up real quick. I'm gonna pull up the 147 landscape, kind of see what's going on. I was even believing that Turkey was possibly gonna have to pull somebody up from 147 to make a big fight for Devin. So you don't need none of that, Angie B. You can hear me, Angie B. Do that. when I pull. All right, let me do this right. Hold on, let me see. Angie B said I really thought Brian had it, but I'm not really surprised Devin has the experience. Yeah, yeah, he do.
Yo, yo.
We still here. We hear you, family.
Yeah, my bad, Brody.
Hold on, you good? Let me pull up Devin box rig, and then I'll just go. I'll just do it that way. Let me see.
Yeah, so I see there's a lot of chatter um in the X verse, in the YouTube verse.
What they talking?
Well, about Devin and his next opponent and who's he gonna fight, and I heard the discussion earlier on the channel. What the fellas saying, how Devin wasn't gonna get his reported $12 million fighting Jack Catterall or any of those
It's
type
supposed to
of
be 14
opponents.
now.
Say that again.
Supposed to be 14 left on that deal, right?
I heard three fights, 12 million apiece, 36 total.
Right. But they
That's
tried
what
to
I
say
heard.
he only got 10 for Jose and then 12 for Brian. So it should be 14 left. But I mean, that's small stuff, right? That ain't nothing. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that
Excuse
on
me.
there.
Well, what we got to do is
Yeah.
we just got to wait and see. I've noticed on YouTube everybody's just quick to run the assumptions and just everybody wants to be right for the sake of argument. Everybody's got to relax. It's not about being right, who's right first, this and that. It's just about having great conversation and bringing logic to the table and trying to come up with the best assumption that we can. And that's it. If we look at the landscape, it seems like Devin Haney and Bill Haney they want to unify. So we could just look at the champions at the moment. We could go with the WBC. Got Mario Barrios. Was who was announced to fight number 4 contender Ryan Garcia for the title, and the winner of that fight is mandated to fight Conor Ben. And we also got some news also that Suleiman Sissoko will be protesting against the WBC.
For that
Says that
Ryan
he's.
matchup,
I'm sorry.
for Ryan jumping him.
No, for Conor Ben jumping him. I believe he won a final
Mm,
eliminator in May.
against Eagles.
Correct.
Yep.
And so the word on the X verse is that he launched a protest. He officially lodged a complaint after being bypassed by Conor Ben. So we're gonna see
Good.
how that works out. Um, then you got the IBF with Lewis Crocker. Um, who knows what Lewis Crocker is gonna do next? If you look at the rankings in the IBF, you got Liam Paro number two. Is Liam Paro's an Eddie fighter, correct?
Yes. Oh no, no, no. He left Liam Pardo. He's with Tasman now out there in Australia.
Mm, that wouldn't be hard to do a bout between him. We have to see what the IBF does. He just came off another fight with Patty. Just came off the fight with Patty Donovan. So it seems
Addy is
I don't
scheduled to fight Pardo.
really.
Yeah, they locked in. I'm gonna find a date for you right now.
So that's the final eliminator right there, because
Yep.
they are 2 and 3 in the
They already
rankings.
have a
That's
date for January 16th
that's
in
interesting.
in
All right, so
Australia.
we're gonna find out who's gonna be the
Brisbane.
mandatory for Lewis Crocker. So that case, he should be going into probably a
And he's with low. He's with no limit right now, Liam Pardo.
okay. So Lewis Crocker should be looking to do a voluntary defense. I'm looking at the top 15 right now. Hmm.
They got Pardo listed at number two at 147. It's crazy.
Well, he's number two in IBF. Patty's number three. Ricardo Salas Rodriguez is four. Karen Jusgoskin, whatever his damn name is five.
Hmm.
Conor Ben is six. That's
Conor Ben not
interesting.
taking the Haney fight is really soft in my opinion. That's really punk. If it can't really get no weaker than that.
'Cause you see, it's interesting because the energy before the fight was, I'm here to see the winner of Haney and Norman. Ain't that what he said?
Yeah.
And then after Haney does the job in the style that he does it, all of a sudden there's a problem. They're talking about style of fights and what's gonna sell to the fans, this and that, this and that. Listen, they're just using that as a roadblock. It's up on you to impose your will on Devin Haney and make him fight your fight and make it exciting. Simple as that. Conor
Yeah.
Ben knows exactly what's gonna happen. Um, he's not even gonna. He messed up because you're going the WBC route. You're not gonna get the WBC title. We could book it right now. Put me on the record right now. Ryan Garcia is gonna stop Mario Barrios, and if Ryan is on point and happens to fight Conor Ben in the UK, he's gonna stop Conor Ben as well. So you're gonna
Mm.
get your title opportunity, but you're gonna lose, and then you're gonna lose to lesser fighters than Devin Haney. So you take it how you want to take it. Shout out to Conor Ben though. Respect to him.
Conor Ben, he sold a lot of wolf ticks the other day. He really just about $1. He
Listen,
tried to
he's
sell
out of
it.
his mind. It's a reason he was targeting Barrios.
Yeah.
It's the reason. We all know it. Barrios is I don't know if he needs to move up to weight or move up in weight or whatever, but he's clearly lost a step. Um,
Yeah.
since the Keith Thurman and the Tank Davis fights, coming in, finishing in a draw against Abel Ramos in a fight I thought he lost, and a fight against Pacquiao, what I thought he lost as well. So there's a reason he was targeting Mario Barrios. He can say all he wants, saying that's the title his dad had, blah blah blah. His dad had the WBO title at 160. Why are you not targeting that title? Why are you only targeting the title he had at 168? So you
The
got to
way he
know
make it seem, his daddy was only with the WBC.
exactly. That's why you have to know your history so you can call these guys out on the effery. I know we're on. Are we on beat 3 p.m. right now?
Yeah, B3 ESPN.
But yeah, this um Nigel Benn was the
It's late
WBO
night though.
champion at middleweight. Why are you not targeting the WBO title when the WBO title is what Nigel Benn had at his first title reign at 160? Why are you solely targeted on the WBC, which was what your dad had at 168, his second division? Why are you not trying to duplicate what he did in his first division in the WBO? Can we answer that? Anybody in the chat got an answer for that?
Yeah, I believe it's because Devin the Dream is holding that belt.
Yeah, it's ridiculous,
If
man.
Haney if Haney if Haney was if Haney looked like a shell of himself, or he was didn't pitch a shutout, then Conor Ben would move down and take that fight gladly. Because there's no other reason for Turkey to have Conor Ben and Eddie Hearn ringside than for to make that fight, right? Because they were sitting there front and center. Uh, Conor Ben is not going up to 68 to fight Benavidez, right? Why didn't he have Beterbiev or Bivol Benavidez next opponent front row? Why wasn't he building that fight?
Correct.
So it didn't make sense. The only thing that made sense was for Conor Ben to get the winner. Now, if Devin would have lost so I'm assuming this is what I'm assuming now. I'm assuming that they were looking for Devin Haney to lose.
Or be in a tough fight and not look
Uh-huh.
so difficult and so hard to beat. I think that's what they
And
were
yeah.
fishing for. I think they were fishing for the Ramirez performance.
Uh-huh. And when he dropped them, that's why Conor looked so shocked. And he was so like surprised. He was like, "Whoa, we weren't expecting that." You know what I'm saying? He wasn't expecting that. That got him out of seat. You know.
What would you think would happen in the Conor Bennett Brian Norman fight?
147. I think Brian would stop him. Honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Brian Norman has a higher IQ than Conor Ben, and we
Yeah.
saw
What up,
how
Perkins?
Brian Norman fought Devin Haney. So when you think Conor Ben is, he's gonna make those mistakes, and Devin Haney's gonna make him pay
He listen. Nah, he
because
don't. His feet
he
work
won't
is not
approach
educated at
he
all,
won't approach Haney with that caution that Norman approached him with after he realized what the hell was going on.
brother. Connor been with. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is with all due respect, right? 'Cause I like Connor Ben.
I love Conor
Um,
Ben. I love Conor Ben. I
Vacay said I'm the foreign.
a couple notches went back after he popped dirty, but I had respect for Conor Ben with the father son story, with him coming out of his father's shadows, trying to continue the legacy. I have an appreciation for that. But go ahead, Triple. My bad. Yo,
Yeah, I'm here, dang. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
yeah. What were you about to say about Conor Ben? My bad.
I don't even remember, bro. It was probably something negative, so that's why. because I'm, you know me, so I can't even remember
Listen,
it.
Conor Ben is a cool little fighter, man. But we have to
Yeah.
understand what's going on. We have to think logically, and we have to analyze this thing properly. There are levels to this thing. Brian Norman has a higher IQ than Conor Ben. Let's just get that clear. And we saw what happened. We listened
Oh,
to.
I knew what I was gonna say.
Go ahead, brother.
Kind of been possibly he had no Moss Devin Haney. I could see that happening. I could see him Roberto Duran and Roberto. I could see it being Sugar Ray Leonard versus Roberto Duran. Cause kind of been he wouldn't be able to hit Devin. That's what I'm saying. It's
Shout out
getting
to
to a
Aircraft
point.
Carrier. I need Dank to explain how Devin stops a mobile defensively responsible. Ben is mobily responsible, but can't stop a stuck. Listen, you guys have to stop with all of this knockout shit and this stopping. He's got to get the guy out of there. He's got to stop him. He's got to stop him. No, this is the Mayweather style of boxing. The game plan is the game plan, and we're going to stick to it, and we're going to coast to our decision. So it's not, when it comes to Devin and Shakur and these guys, these technicians, that comes from the Mayweather cloth. It's not about stopping. It's about executing the game plan and coasting to the win. By all means, exactly what it is.
36 minutes.
30. We've heard Mayweather say it. Come on, brother. Say it again. Say it
Mr.
again.
30. Devin is Mr. 36 minutes though,
36
because
minutes. It's all
until he
about that.
stops somebody,
Until until
until he
until
get his
he
stoppage, he's missing that 30
exactly.
minutes
It's
for
36
sure.
minutes. It's that's what it's all about. Brother, we saw
Carrier,
Mayweather.
for Carrier for one knows
How,
I know
how many
UK
of those
boxing.
fight? How many of those fights we
Two,
saw Mayweather in? And
two,
we,
you know
we
Conor Ben can't beat Devin Haney. Carrier, come on.
he cannot beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney will have to have a mental lapse like he had against Ryan Garcia for Conor Ben to beat him. And at this point, after they experience what they experienced with Ryan, it's never gonna happen
And
again.
you know he would lose, Carrier. For well, I mean the tape shows that, but also the way they responded when Devin beat Norman Jr. That was pathetic and that was embarrassing.
If Devin Haney makes the fight boring, he wins. It doesn't. That's what they seem to not understand. Once they are in control of the fight, they don't care how it looks. And we have to appreciate the style of box. Listen, we have to be fans of all styles of boxing. Yes, people love blood. They love black eyes. They love to see the broken
Hey,
noses. They
you
love
know
to
when
see
he
all of
became
it.
hey,
Go
you
ahead,
know
brother.
when Devin became an unbeatable juggernaut when they called for him Boots to beat him. They said, "Man, you got to go fight Boots." That's
No,
when
no.
you
Let's
gotta
be
fight
real. It
somebody they
became
can.
after. No, it became after the Ryan fight because they didn't have to fight that way, but they played into the hands of the fans, and it backfired on them. They're never gonna make that mistake again. They're never gonna make that mistake again. If there's a threat that's there to put them in danger like that, they're never gonna make the mistake again. We our eyes have, bro. My eyes were open after the Ramirez performance. I was one of the guys that said he was shot and he looked like a shell of himself. That was a lie. They were preparing for Ryan Garcia. They were preparing for a boring boxing match to outbox Ryan Garcia. We just saw what he just did to Brian Norman. Now, Brian Norman is limited. But it is what it is. It's what the division is. It's what the division is. It's what 147 is. It's not talented. They're not that talented. It is what it is. Devin is taking advantage of what's going on right now. Let's keep it a buck. They're not that talented. This is why I'm calling for guys like Shakur. I'm calling for guys like Gary Antoine Russell. I'm calling for guys like Keyshawn Davis and Abdullah Mason and all these guys that's flirting around at 135 and 140 to move up to 147 and let's get this shit really cracking. Let's get it cracking. Because once all those guys move up, the division will be full of big names, young, um, fiery prospects, contenders, former champions in former divisions, and the division is gonna heat up. Can you imagine how? All right, we just saw how 140 was hot, correct? 140 still hot, right?
Yeah.
All right, now say Devin and
My
Ryan.
audio might drop real quick, but
Now
yeah.
you good, you Gucci, bro. Devin and Ryan is there. Say 140, right? Correct. Just say hypothetically, they're there, right? The
Yeah.
division is on fire. Some of these guys need to just come on up to 147, and let's just get it fired. Let's just get it cracking. Abdullah Mason, and we got to think about it. And I mentioned this a couple years ago. The receipts are there. Guys can go back. 140 historically has just been a division you come by, 1 or 2 fights, and you win a title, and then you move up to the money division, and that's what it's always gonna be. It's just right now, right now we've never seen that many hot prospects in 140. Um, at the same time, historically, there's been a couple guys here and there, but they never just mixed it up like that. But right now, it's just been the hottest it's ever been. But it is still what it is. It's still just a step up division. Matias is there. He's been there his whole career. Josh Taylor's been there his whole career. Regis has been there their whole career. That's for a reason. It's because it's a filler division. Guys who are not good enough to be at 135 and guys who are not going to be at 147, and they just settle at 140. It is what it is. But 147 is about to heat up. We got Tiafimo and these guys coming up. Shakur is going to be coming up. The winner of that fight, I expect them to come straight. Straight. If Shakur wins, I believe the super fight is for him and Devin Haney to be made right away. Summer 26. Make it right away. Or if he can use somehow leverage his 135 status to try to fight Conor Ben and intercept, try to get a Ryan fight or something like that. It's gonna be lovely and shit. But I'm calling for all these guys to move up to 147 to the money division and let's get this shit cracking.
I'm with you, Dank. I mean, I'm with you 1,000%. And that's why I really want Hitchens to move up to fight Haney. I'm like, why is the money not on the table for Hitchens to fight Haney? And maybe it's their asking price,
So
but
go ahead, my
I
bad.
cook, bro.
Now I
Just let
read
me
a
know.
report today about the Hitchens and the Keyshawn Davis fight didn't happen on the January
Oh,
31st card.
for the money, the
Um,
2.5 million.
correct. So
They requested 2 point. I think they said Hitchens wanted 2.5 and Keyshawn wanted 2 million. So
it's gonna be real interesting to see what the those guys, they don't deserve the. I'm not gonna say they don't deserve. They're not in position for the Haney fight yet, especially Hitchens. Hitchens got
that's
to do
crazy.
something.
That's what I'm saying. So if they not in position, then Juan is probably right. Devin is gonna have to maybe sit out for 6 months. Cause I'm like, if Conor Ben don't take the fight, which I'm hoping Turkey make it worth his while, right?
That's exactly what should happen. Conor
Yeah.
Beard. But like I said, he's looking for the easy route. Let's not forget when he was at 147 3 years ago.
Why can't they try to devise a game plan to beat Devin? That's weird for me and Connor and Nigel. Cause like think about it. If you I mean, if you can fight, Devin shouldn't knock you out, right?
Word. But they
You know
know
what I'm
exactly what's gonna happen.
saying?
Haney's gonna make him. Haney's gonna freeze. Brian Norman still trying to figure out how Brian Norman Jr. had his hands in his pocket and wouldn't let his hands go. He knew exactly what was going on. Haney froze him and made him put his hands in his pocket. But see, Conor Ben doesn't have that type of high IQ, so he's gonna be getting pieced up all night
Yo,
because
it's gonna be ugly. That's what I'm saying. He'll either no mas or you know what I'm saying, something happen
no,
where he
it won't be a no mas. It'll just be a boxing exhibition because he's just gonna be getting punched up all night, and he's not gonna have the IQ to know like, damn, if I don't stop, I'm gonna just keep eating
he's
punches
gonna be
all night,
super frustrated, bro. He
eating
might get
punches all night.
DQ'd. You never know, might anything could happen to Conor Ben.
But he has that relentlessness. That's what will make it a good fight. He won't put his hands in his pocket. He'll be reckless and try things, and then he'll make Devin Haney look how Devin Haney needs to be looking every time these guys after he neutralizes these guys and does what he has to do.
Nah, I'm with you. No, I'm definitely with you. I feel like it's gonna be a good fight, if they can make it happen.
The worst
Uh
thing that happened was the Ryan Garcia fight. They're never gonna make that mistake again. I promise you, they're never gonna make that mistake again.
yeah, that was a bad move. Yeah, but I mean, I think I don't I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna say the game plan turned out to be a bad game plan, right? Backfired.
Correct.
But I think it was more so the underestimation of Ryan. They underestimated him too much, too greatly.
They
Uh
let Ryan get in their head.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
let
that's what it
Ryan
was.
get in their head,
It
and he
wasn't a
played
game
the mind
plan.
games. And we're seeing it right now with Teofimo
It was that.
Lopez and Shakur Stevenson.
Now
Teofimo is
the best Devin didn't show up on that night.
absolutely. He had a tough weight cut. Um, the mindset was all wrong. Um, the details outside the ring after Ryan missed the weight was all wrong. They didn't put the proper stipulations in. They should have put a 10-pound clause on the second day weigh in. They should have had certain things in order. Um, and like I said,
That's the fight then. If you really believe that, Carrier, that is the fight. The fight is Ben Haney. You know what I'm saying? That should be the next matchup. They should do it in Saudi.
Devin Haney is the black aircraft carrier. You're
You
better than
rolling up
that.
on you rolling up
Wait a
on the
minute.
phone, ain't you, Dink?
Say the, nah. It's close. Aircraft carrier. You're a brilliant boxing mind. You're better than that, brother. How dare you? Devin
Yeah.
Haney's the black Chris Algieri.
Yeah, that was nasty. I mean, I
Uh,
wasn't going. I don't
that wait a
see. That's the
minute.
thing about me,
That's as
Carrier.
bad as B3 saying Austin
Hold
Reeves
on.
is just like Baron Davis.
Don't compare. Nah, don't compare that. Hold on. Don't compare that. Please don't. Because
That's
the
just
Carrier is
as
out of pocket
bad.
right now for doing that.
That's just as bad of a
He could at least say
comparison.
Paulie Malignaggi. Because I like Paulie. That's crazy. You don't want to get into that. Austin Reeves, is he still averaging 30? Hold on, let me look. Let me see how much he averaging right now. Yeah, he averaging 28 points a game.
That was a horrible
Yeah.
comparison, but aircraft carrier better than that.
Well, Devin, I mean, Devin is proven, man. These guys don't even want to put him in with prospects no more. They said they pretty much said that the Norman Jr. fight wasn't a real fight. So you gotta have experience now to fight Devin Haney. Before it was like these guys was too experienced. You know, they was 34, 35, or 32, 33, or whatever, or 30 or whatever. They would those guys was old or small. And now Norman Jr., somebody his younger than him, his same age, he outclasses him,
It, it, it
and this wasn't a real fight. I was like, wow.
it's because these guys they're picking emotionally. When you're picking boxing, you can like your guy, yes, and cheer for your guy, root for your guy. But bro, come on, bro. Be
Hey, they said,
realistic. Be realistic.
yeah.
Bank scooched.
He said first it was resume can't climb in the ring and fight for you. And that's interesting. And Dank just said the Jose Ramirez, well, with the Ryan fight, that experience kind of taught him, and you see how it played out. You know what I'm saying? Jose. And now B Norman. So that experience is going to be able to propel him for the next, like until he gets in another tough fight. We're going to see. That's why I want to see him versus Conor Ben because people's high on Conor. Now, Connor's
Yeah.
a little short. Only reason I'm saying I want to see the Conor Ben fight, Dank, to be honest with you, is I can't push him to 154, But really, in all honesty, he should go ahead. He should have to fight Boots. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, he didn't have any.
Because
He did. Go ahead, brother. My bad.
when you at the top of the sport, it's like we got to be realistic with ourselves. So now I know they got a they got a game plan, or whatever. They got a game plan, but the problem is that 14 million is on the table, right? Now, people are like worried, right? That Devin is not going to have to sit out 6 months or not fight until Ryan, or have to take a pay cut to fight somebody else. That this like the 14 million couldn't happen for a Jack Catterall fight, for a Oscar Duarte, for Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? These people believe that he can't get it for one of those. He needs to fight a Ryan, right? But who was offered right when before they did the Brian Norman Jr. fight? Who was offered
Are
for
you
that $12
referring?
million payday? Who did they offer Boots? Didn't they? And they couldn't come to an agreement.
They couldn't come to an agreement. They had the Tiafimo fight on the table. They couldn't come to an agreement.
Right. So who's busy and who's not? Because you already know Virgil Ortiz and Boots is probably. I mean, I know it was spoken about last week, but that may not happen. Now I know. I'm sure Bill is going to move around Devin going to 154 fight Boots without a title, whatever, or maybe it don't make sense, right? But for that 14 million, a Boots catchweight fight kind of do make sense. What you think?
For 2026.
Yeah, next fight. It got to be the next fight though for that 14 million. Dank on mute, but yeah, Kerry, you see my logic. I'm trying
Oh
to
shit,
think. I'm breaking this down.
my bad. What you saying?
Who else? That's what I'm saying. What other opponents you feel like if I owe you 14 million, what other opponents are out there, bro? for the top of the guy, top of the line, the top of the top boxer really at 147. I mean, who else is at the top? You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people say a lot of things, but we got to keep it 1,000. Like Devin is really at the top of the sport. Like if anybody's at the top of the sport out of at 147, it's Devin. So yeah, he gonna have to run that fade with boots. B3 is gonna be the winner. Shakur Teal. Yeah, that's what they were saying because that's what both of them were saying. They might take a pit stop at 147. So you right about that. It could be Shakur versus Teal winner.
It
That makes
absolutely
sense.
is Shakur or Tio winner, or Ryan Garcia, Mario Barrios winner.
So he gonna sit out.
No, there's no sit out. What we
All
have to
right.
remember is that unifications trump mandatories. So if Ryan Garcia wins against Mario Barrios, which I think he's gonna knock Mario Barrios out, um, between 5 to 8 rounds, you could book that right now. Um, the fight to make is Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney in the summer of 2026, July or August. That would be the fight right there for your $14 million.
Nah, fuck that. I'm over here thinking about the Karen fight. I'm over here thinking about a lot of things. Like, nah, they gotta
Listen,
run that. They gotta run that. Dang, we can't do no protecting out here. That's really the fight for the people.
say that again. What's the fight?
Devin Boots catch weight. So
We're
that so
not
that way so
protecting.
that way we don't worried about that's why we don't worry about no belt.
But see,
We ain't got to think about a belt.
the land. Well, we have to look at what Eddie Hearn and we got to look at what Eddie Hearn planned for Boots is, and that's not what Eddie Hearn's plan for Boots is. Eddie Hearn's plan for Boots is to secure the Virgil Ortiz fight, and at the same time, if that doesn't work out, they secure the winner of Xander Zayas and Abbas, which Boots is the WBA interim champion and is also ranked number one in the WBO rankings. So
Okay, NGB.
either way, Boots
Dondrick salute. What's good?
should be fighting the winner of Zayas and Abbas. And we have to also look to see that Jerron Ennis has not done business with Turkey Al yet.
Yeah, but he got offer. He got a couple offers. So
He got a couple offers correct, but as of right now he hasn't done business with Turkey Al.
how realistic is the virtual Ortiz fight for
I think it's
Jerron Ennis?
I think it's realistic. The target in the March 28th date. Um,
Is it going to be the main event?
that absolutely will be the main event.
Okay, okay.
They can headline
Golden,
their own
Golden,
card.
Golden Boy, or are they going to do a 5v5?
It's
A
gonna.
5v5 would be hard.
I don't think they're gonna do a 5v5.
That shit would be hard,
That
bro.
that'll be tough though. That'll be
Golden
absolutely
Boy
hard.
versus Matchroom.
Yeah, that'll be
Oh
hard.
man, yeah, that would be lit. Man, they got to come together and do something like that for the public, man. I would love a 5v5 Matchroom versus. I thought they could do something for the Shakur card, but I guess Shakur Tio. But I guess Top Rank still got a lot of things they got to work out. You know what I'm saying? They got their fighters fighting off platform, a lot of things going on. So we're gonna see. Yeah, Fury AJ on the card. I did hear about that Fury AJ fight. Ain't that something? Yeah, they just hyping up the Jake versus AJ fight. The Jake versus AJ. Now that they putting that out, that's kind of to get everybody to know that AJ has to win. You know what I'm saying? To get the AJ has to win to get to Fury, right? So he's not gonna want to, he's gonna really want to do what he do. You feel me? So I'm expecting a 1 round fight or a 1.5, 2 round fight at the max. So yeah, if it goes more than 2 rounds, I would be disappointed in AJ. But we'll see, man. I just posted something on my page. Shout out that short with Jake. Jake is improving in the sport. Jake is definitely developing. He looks snack strong, respectfully. So, and Dank, just to let you know, Dank, you on mute. But um, you already know we working. Hopefully, my audio coming through.
Yeah, nah, you Gucci, bro.
Um, yeah, Boost
I
definitely in
forgot.
rare form.
Xander Carter's on the set. Shout out to Dondrick them. That's my boy right there. Shout out to Dondrick them. Good boxing mind, good boxing perspective. Shout out to him. It's my guy.
You already know.
Um, what is he saying? What fight you saying might be on the undercard of Fury and AJ?
Virgil Boots.
Uh,
But even if not, I think Devin should fight at Wembley over there
nah,
for that.
that fight don't make
When
sense
is
in the
AJ?
UK.
When is AJ Fury?
I think that's
Not yeah,
rumored
you're
for
right about that. That don't.
September.
In September next year,
No, no, my bad. February, my bad. I saw a rumor about that for February.
because that's what I'm saying.
Saying the
That's gonna be a
card is
huge
on the same
card.
day as Shakur. Yeah, January 31st is gonna be one of them days like October 15th, 2022, where we got
Hmm.
the all women's card with Baumgartner and Meyer. I mean Mayer
Nah,
and
don't compare it to that. Chill out though.
well, hold on, brother. I'm just
That's an
running it
OD
down.
comparison.
Say that again.
I said that day. I understand what you're saying because that's a day with Devin Haney, Cambosis, and Deontay Wilder fought Hellenius in New York. So I know 100% the day you're talking about
So all
because
right.
your boy lost me some money that day. Rashi Warren. I was mad about that.
I mean, that was five. That was five strong fights that day.
It was a lot of call. It was a yeah. That was a great day.
What was
Did
I don't
What is
remember what
this?
was
This
on the
oh my bad.
undercard of
This is
that top
Shakur
rank.
Tio, Xander Abbas, and Josh Kelly Bakram.
Yeah, Josh Kelly, Bachram, Xander Abbas, Shakur Tio. Um,
Nah, but good though.
what other
Nah, this is
matchup?
nice.
What other matchup we had that day? You said Kelly
Uh,
Bachram.
yeah, Bakram versus Kelly. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, decent day though.
decent day, decent day. It's cool, it's cool.
Yeah,
But we've got some strong
we
undercard
just gonna be
fights.
busy. That's all.
Adames,
That's all.
Ammo Williams.
Let me see. Oh yeah, you're right.
I
Adames
think
Emma Williams. That's a good
I
fight.
think that's a rumor for the Shakur card, correct?
It's on the Shakur call, 1,000%.
Yeah. So
With
that kills the narrative of all these capping ass niggas who said Adames wouldn't fuck with Turkey again. He's back on a Turkey card after the so-called robbery against Hamza Shiraz, which he did get robbed. He won that fight, but he's back with Turkey, so that kills that narrative.
You already know, man. At the end of the day, you got to take the paydays. He the WBC champ at 160. So I mean, who got the most? Who paying the most? He gonna come to the table. It is what it is. I don't. I mean, I'm really surprised that Well, and we know there wasn't that many dates on Prime this year. Respectfully, Dondrix said nah. Diamond said he wasn't going back to Saudi. Yeah, that's a good point. He ain't going back there. He fighting in New York, so it's gonna be definitely a lit situation for him, a fire card. And Hitchens versus Jermaine Ortiz, that's locked in for that card as well. So it's rounded in the form. Also, Shushu versus Carlos Castro. And I wonder if I'm missing any other fights on that card. I think that's it for now. But I know rank they got to do something else. I know they want to get Big Baby Anderson on that card. I know for
But
a fact.
that's a solid card, man. That's a solid card, man. That's a good little day right there, man.
Yeah, but they need to get Big Baby Anderson on that jump.
Yeah, that'll be a good that'll be a good look there. I heard the homies talking about Big Baby Miller and Jared and Big Baby Anderson earlier. That'll be a solid matchup as well.
Yeah, man, it's about time, bro. It's definitely time for that. But yeah, outside of that, man, that's what I'm saying. It's too much boxing.
Wouldn't you say Pyro and Donovan was fighting?
They fighting January 16th.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, they fighting in you already know. They out there in Brisbane with it. Hey, this was an impromptu joint. I'ma call it. Appreciate my brother Dank pulling up, showing love, man. Everybody cook with us in the chat. Dondrick, Carrier, of course, Angie B, Vay, Miss B was in here. Um, yeah, man. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be back. Hold on, let me see. Oh, the Diego Pacheco is fighting tonight. Yeah,
Yeah,
Diego
Pacheco fight
Pacheco.
is today.
Hold on, let me before I get off, I'll look through the fights for tomorrow. Let me see. I know I gotta make my picks, but I gotta do some more film study before I put my official Jones in. With champ. Let me see. Oh yeah, Ernesto Mercado versus Antonio Moran. That's gonna be actually a good fight.
Nice step up fight
Moran
for
is
Mercado.
31-7-1. That's hella to 17-0 with 16 KOs. Come on, bro. That's a crazy step up. But they make him improve it. You know what I'm saying? They make him improve everything he's saying. I'm
I
gonna
like
watch
how
a
they I
little bit
like
of
how they
TO
building
today
him.
to see because that's what I'm saying. Just because you stop somebody else, they ain't got nothing to do with the next person you fighting.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of that guy. That's that guy's leftovers, and it's a lot of that nonsense talk. Listen,
Ernesto
man, this is
Mercado
boxing,
boxing.
man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tito Mercado, man. He trying to make a name for himself, man. I don't blame him, man.
Nah, Tito's a good fighter. Real good fighter. I think Juan don't believe so. But it's levels, you know that. Once he step up,
Yeah, I mean, it's
we'll
levels.
see.
Nah, that's a fact. And we never covered the WBA. Um, Rolly's the champion.
Oh yeah.
Giasov was ordered as the mandatory, but there's been rumors for months that there's a rumor fight of Rolly and Pacquiao supposed to go down. So we'll see how that plays out. So that's another route that kind of closed off for Haney. So I mean, I'm looking at the WBO rankings right now. You got Catterall, you got Karen, and Manny Paros number 5. You got Rohan Polanco 7. David Papat number 6. Tiger Johnson 8. Lexus Rocha 9. So it's gonna be interesting where Haney takes this. And we'll see what Turkey has in store for young Haney. We'll see. We'll see. Very
Man,
interesting to say the
he
landscape.
better have a fight. That's what he better have. We need something in February, you feel me?
Yeah, that'd be nice. But
Yeah, run Haney on that Usyk AJ. I mean Fury AJ card.
in the UK, I mean, him versus Catterall on that card makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense right there. Um, yeah, that
Haney
makes
Catterall
perfect
in
sense right there.
February at Wembley.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense right there. Catterall showed a couple new wrinkles under Bozy in this. That's a nice style class matchup. Uh,
And
that'll be.
that'd be good for the zone and that'd be good for Turkey.
I
Cause
mean, that's a
Turkey,
good co-main event to. If you got Fury and AJ, that's a good co-main event.
yeah, cause that's a strong co-main event. That ain't no push up. You know what I'm saying? Because they usually have like a Craig Richards versus Buatsi or something, and we be like, I mean, okay, right? But that ain't a world level, you know what I'm saying, matchup. So we want the top dogs fighting, man, on a regular basis. We don't need no 6 months out the ring or, no prolonged, absence from the sport. Not when that's not what the fight is asking for. Devin is asking to get right back in the ring. He's staying active. Devin's still training, so line him up. Who gonna take the shot, man? I thought Duarte was gonna move up and take the fight, man. I thought, but then they gonna say Duarte ain't got no experience, right? Never been a champ, so it's gonna. I mean, I guess you can sell Jack Catterall. You know,
Listen, they're gonna make an excuse. If you don't like the guy, they're gonna make an excuse for him.
great
To
points.
try to
Yeah.
discredit him. You gotta be fair to all of these guys, man. We gotta appreciate all the styles of boxing. We gotta appreciate all these guys because all these guys are putting their life on the line. And I know there's this fan base
Let
versus
me
this
ask you
fan
this.
base.
I didn't do my may and see maybe this is my a little bias, right? But I really it's the Sky Nicholson, right? Sky Nicholson is fighting. And I
Yes.
really, I ain't make no thumbnail with Sky on it. I'm gearing everything up for next week, right? But Alicia is just that thing. We already know. You know that, right? For the sport, right? But Julian Luna versus Scott Nicholson, 10 rounds for the WBC interim. Sky got to come through, man. Sky got to show us something. Devin and Carter trash. He put out a tweet like she was a whack boxer or something. I don't know if it's still up. I mean,
I remember the other day I said he came out and said he only said that because Scott Nicholson was rumored to be dating Eddie Hearn. Um, I recently saw on Twitter today he retracted his statement, said he felt bad, said he was wrong. Um, shout out to
I
that
hold
man.
it.
Shout out to Scott
Devin
Nicholson.
always do that, but I ain't seen no part. Let me look. He did say that today.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me see.
one
I
of his
do too. I
fan
was
page
wrong.
one of his fan pages tweeted it
Oh yeah, I
out.
see it now.
Yeah,
Shout out to Dev. I'm looking at it right now. It said I do too. I was wrong. Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because when you up speed as a man, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to attack women. Like not in that way. You don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. Like, so I'm with him. He did the right thing.
yeah, she held it down. She said he was a great fighter. Um,
Yeah, he
and
tried
she
to.
handled it with class. So I'm glad he took a step back and did
Mhm.
the right thing. Shout out to Scott Nicholson.
Yeah, shout out to Dev, man. Dev did the right thing. Uh, Shout out to Sky, man. You
Absolutely.
know, you know.
Boxing, man. What a great sport we love, man.
Salute to the Queen Bay. Um, okay, let me see. Outside of that. Yeah, we gotta see if she gonna get this win, man. It's gonna be a tough little chick for Julian. I'm trying to watch some more. I'm watching Ernesto right now. Ernesto, he box in and out, man. I like Ernesto. You know what I'm saying? He not taking no punches. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like when fighters is not taking a lot of punches in a fight. That means a lot to me. You know, hit and not be hit. Keeping your defense sharp, holding the phone, being defensively responsible, getting in and out of range so you can land your offense and avoid big shots. Yeah. Tito Mercado, depending on how he look with Antonio Moran, that's gonna show if he's really the goods or not. So I'm looking forward to that later on today. And then so it's gonna be a good one. Okay, Barrios is pretty much locked in. Ryan has signed up for VADA. So Ryan is in tr- testing, which is good.
Yeah, I saw the reports. I think the news dropped maybe today or yesterday. I'm not sure.
He said Ryan must trust VADA after all. That's funny.
It's gonna be interesting. We got some breaking news this past weekend at the Lamar Roach and Pitbull fight that Joe Goosen will be training Mario Barrios, who formerly trained Ryan Garcia for the Tank Davis fight. So that's an interesting storyline going into the bout. What's your thoughts on that, Triple? You think that's gonna have any effect on this fight, knowing that Joe Goosen, who has a history with Ryan Garcia, going past the Tank Davis fight, I think they worked before that. Um, what do you think that's gonna have? Do you think that gives Mario an advantage in the fight over Ryan, knowing that Joe knows Ryan?
I am. I am. Man. Uh, what gives him an advantage? My bad. Over Ryan.
Joe Goosen and
Oh hell no! Come
Mario
on,
Barris
man.
announced that they were training
He
for
went
the
from
Ryan Garcia fight.
Virgil Hunter to Joe Gooston. No, I don't believe that's an upgrade.
Virgil Hunter to Bob Santos to Joe Goosen.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely no. That's even worse because nah. Here's what I'm saying, right? Who was Ryan's trainer for Tank?
Joe Goosen.
All right, I rest my case. And then he put an injured fighter in the ring. Yeah,
That's a
that
good
brother had
point.
a protruding rib, and then they gonna say, "Oh, did he hit you in the rib?" Oh yeah, that's why you had to quit. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, huh? Old goof ass. Get your goof get your ass up out of here, man.
They kept talking about a plant in Ryan's camp. This nigga do commentary for
All you
PBC.
want to talk about is having nice denim. We see you got some nice jeans, brother.
Yeah, the nigga denim
Congratulations.
collection is mean. Shout out to that nigga.
Right, denim jackets and shit.
Yeah, man. Landscape at 147. It's going to turn up once a couple guys move up. Calling for all these guys to move up, man. Gary A,
Hmm.
Hitchens, T.O., Shakur winner, which I think Shakur is going to 9-3 this guy, 8-4 at worst. Calling for him to move up to 147. Let's get that Conor Ben matchup going. He called out Ryan Garcia while they were doing that Ring Magazine TV interview. So that's an intriguing matchup. I like to see Shakur in this as well. Yo, let's get it popping, man. Let's move on. Let's move on from Lil Yella, from B More, Everybody keeps saying everybody's using this nigga to build they name and all these fights and shit. Well, let's leave that nigga in the win and all y'all niggas to go do it on y'all own, man. Shout out to him
Hmm.
though.
Damn right. Shout out to him, man.
What do you think? What do you want to see Diego Pacheco do if he's successful tomorrow night? I think he's in line for a vacant title once Terrence vacates all of the belts.
He should be for probably the WBO. Uh, maybe. Let me think.
Lester
Pacheco
Martin, him and
versus
Lester Martinez, since Billy's fighting
great fight. Great fight. Yeah, Lester.
since Billy's fighting Hamza Shiraz.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think everybody's missing the point of with this Bud and WBC thing. This was done strategically by Turkey Al Sheikh and Bud to not pay the sanction fee for the WBC. We see who's the number one contender all of a sudden. At first, it was Dodrick Dem's boy, Jamal Charlo, and I thought he was going to get a shot at a vacant title. But it seems Hamza Shiraz has now taken the number one spot in the WBC, and he'll be fighting in Billy for the vacant title. That was strategically done by Bud and Turkey Al Sheikh, if you ask me. And Mauricio Suleiman is actually absolutely criminal, trying to charge Bud Crawford for a sanctioning fee at 154 when there was no WBC title on the line. It was the WBC Riyadh season trinket belt. Um, I don't know why that belt warrants a sanctioning fee, but it is what it is.
He said WBC trinket. Hey, listen. Yeah, definitely. I feel like that's a good fight for him. Lester. I think Osley Iglesias is still at 168, so he needs to get a shot at one of the belts. He'll probably get the IBF belt, maybe, um, or a shot at it. So we'll see. Y'all make sure y'all tap him with L Dub Boxing. He always be locked in on that type of stuff.
Where you were mentioning Tito Mercado, he's ranked
Yeah, they got him ranked at 140.
number 10 in the IBF. And he's also in the WBO, ranked number 14 at the WBO. So I think he probably would be going the IBF route. Um, Probably maybe a potential matchup with Richardson Hitchens on the line. Who knows if he gets past Jermaine Ortiz, which was the
Yeah,
rumor
both
fight
of
for
them.
that.
Yeah, good call. Great call. Because both of them is with Eddie Hearn.
Correct.
So that is probably gonna be the fight, unless Hitchens goes up to 147. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not. I think him versus Lewis Crocker is a good fight. Petition the IBF to see if he can get the title shot at the next weight and try to lift that title up off Lewis Crocker and let's get it popping.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You
I'm
know,
with you on that.
they got Adam Aziz at number 5 in the IBF at 140. You know, see with Eddie.
I think Eddie. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. They quiet about it right now. Well, if Turkey get AJ versus Fury, he don't need Haney versus Conor Ben, right? But I think if Turkey got his way, he would get Haney Conor Ben. So
That'd be even a huge. That'll be more huge co-main event than Jack Catterall.
Brother, that would be crazy. That would be a double main event. That would be like a double main event, damn near. Yeah, because that would be lit. They were almost Turkey almost could do like two cards type of thing if he had that main event. You know what I'm saying?
But see, Conor Ben knows what time it is. It's the reason he's been targeting Mario Barrios since 2023. He's trying to target the easier champion to try to work his way into an easy title and then try to do a unification or sell out doing the unification against a top fighter, or if he can miraculously get the WBC, do a unification with Lewis Crocker at the IBF, or if Paro gets the title. That that's the route he's looking for. He's looking for the least path of resistance. Let's call it what it is.
Dang, he hit Pedraza on the side of the ear and they stopped it. Yeah, he hit Pedraza on the side of the ear, he stopped. But let me end it, Dank. Appreciate you, bro, pulling up, cooking with me. Appreciate Vay. Everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We definitely worked and built. Appreciate you, Angie B. Man, listen, we grinding. Uh Listen.
He almost knocked you out.
uh Angie B said we all on point five, speed point five right now. Right. Yeah, that's why I'm about to close it and call it. And you know what I'm saying? Probably get a few hours in before we start the next day. But listen, shout out to the Sports Talk Network. Appreciate you, Dang, pulling up. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Let's go green.
Alright, is you motherfuckers finished? Y'all finished? You silly motherfuckers? You got to be soldiers, alright? Soldiers. Not clowns, goddammit. Drive, and you shut the fuck up.